What's good, YouTube? Daniel here, and we are back for another episode of our LLBA. Now let's start again. What's good, YouTube? Daniel here, and we're back for another week of the AABL, which is the aDrive Army Battle League. So, in today's match, I should say this week's match, we are facing against the Big Island Volcanians, and I have a list of their team here. They have, from their team, they have Gengar, Suicune, Whimsicott, Entei, Aggron, Manectric, Miltank, Mega Absol, Garchomp, Fortress, Virizion, and Aerodactyl. So, what we decided to plan for their team, we are bringing Yorkshire Weavile with Life Orb and bringing Ice Shard, Fake Out, Knockoff, and Icicle Crush with the stats of 252 in attack, 252 in speed, and we've got 4 points just to allocate, and we just shove those into. Whoops, moving me wrong, click on that wrong page here. Just shove those into the defense, and we're running a Jolly Nature. So the idea with the Weavile is to potentially take out some of their priority if possible. So we have the Ice Shard priority and Fake Out priority to try and take out the Whimsicott, the Garchomp, specifically the Garchomp with the Weavile, and also possibly take out Virizion or Aerodactyl if they turn up, and Knockoff to knock off any slashes or Assault Vests or anything like that, and it's also can take out the Gengar if I can catch it on a switching. So that's the idea there with the Weavile. Next up, we have Loxus, the Thunderous, running Expert Belt and Prankster with the moveset of Thunderball, Thunderwave, Hidden Power Ice, and Sludge Wave. Running 252 special attack and 252 speed. And again, I've got 1.2 muster up, which is just goes into the health. And we are running a modest nature, so we're not going to be fully invested in speed, because I don't think it'd be worth it really. So with Thunderous, if we can try and slow down some of their faster mons. So their fastest one is, if I'm not mistaken, is Aerodactyl at 130, but if I can catch it on a switch, it won't make a difference because it's weak. So like a Thunderbolt will take it out, or possibly Weavile with an Icicle Crash, something like that. But can paralyze like the likes of, like, say, Aerodactyl, the Whimsicott, Gengar, or even Mega Absol. They're the faster mons of their team. Help us out. And again, Thunderball again to help with that Suicune, because that Suicune is bulky as, with 115 defense and special defense. And then HP Ice just in case to bring the Garchomp and expecting the Thunderball. We can HP Ice, Garchomp drops quick and easy. Sludge Wave, take out that Whimsicott, it's 4 times weak to poison, so Sludge Wave will annihilate it. Also potential to take out Virizion as well, but with Virizion special defense, we need to get some extra damage on there if it turns up. Then coming up next is we have Fighter 2, which is our Mega, which is Gallade, running close combat, knockoff, sword dance, and earthquake with the ability justified before Mega evolving, which increases its attack stat by 1 if it's hit by a dark type. Because I don't think they've got anything that's going to flinch. They haven't got lights of like a Fake Out user really. So other than that, I'm going to be taking flinch from possibly like Rock Slide, things like that, but nothing major. So possibly a dark type if knockoff, I can get a justified attack increase. And we're running 252 attack, 252 speed, and 4 in special defense. And we are running a Jolly Nature here yet again. So we get that max speed when we Mega Evolve. So we can outspeed, well, with tie speed then with Gengar. So if we need to, we've got the knockoff to take out Gengar, and again to take off any potential sashes, Assault Vests, Life Orbs, things like that. Close combat, that destroys Aggron. It near enough destroys the Miltank as well, and destroys Mega Absol definitely as well. But only thing is that if they predicting that and they switch Gengar, I have to predict the Gengar with the knockoff to take it out. and then Earthquake to take out the likes of Entei, or if again Diagron, 4 times effective Earthquake again, or if indeed anything else, it really hurts anything that comes in. Next up, we've got our Florges here, who is kind of a mixed defensive special attacker. We have 252 in special attack, 144 in speed, and 112 in defense, with the item leftovers, and we are carrying the moveset of Moonblast, Psychic, Synthesis, and HP Fighting. So, the likes of Moonblast can take out Garchomp Indefinite, take out Mega Absol, can take out Verizon. So we've got a bit of coverage there. And Psychic, if the Gengar wants to come in and take a Moonblast, and we predict it, Psychic is going to just destroy the Gengar. Again, Psychic will also do great damage to Verizon, but his special defense will keep it in. Then we've got Hidden Power Fighting, just in case of an Aggron switching to our Florges. So if we predict that, that's 4 times effective Hidden Power Fighting. Has a potential to KO it. I think it does KO it after Rocks. So that's plan there. And also to catch that Miltank as well. If he decides to come in, then we can hit with that special fighting instead of physical fighting. But it's mainly a kind of like a wall to Garchomp if it wants to use like Draco Meteor or Dragon Pulse, Dragon Claw, things like that, because we're immune. So next up, we are bringing Natsu for the first time. So this is our Flareon, who is going to be a Choice Scarf with Flash Fire, with Superpower Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, and Flare Blitz, with 252 in attack and 252 in speed and 4 in HP. But we are going to be running a Hasty nature, so we can get full amount of speed. So with a Scarf, we reach speed of 197, which isn't enough to outspeed an Aerodactyl, but it outspeeds everything else on his team. So Flare Blitz is gonna with Flare Blitz recoil is up to 33%. I can take out 4 Mons if they don't have rocks. So I take 33% from each. So Flare Blitz will take out Gengar, will take out Whimsicott, will take out Manectric, Mega Absol, Fortress, Verizon. So anything comes in, Flare Blitz is going to just take it out. Superpower's there just in case we get a switch in, and we're going to predict like the Miltank coming in, so or the Aggron, then we can just superpower them, and they're just Aggron's definitely going to drop 4 times weak. Miltank's going to take a great amount of damage. And if we want, if we don't want to Flare Blitz the Fortress, we've got Flamethrower. Flamethrower is going to take out Fortress with its special defense only 60. And with Choice Scarf, and it's 4 times weak to fire, Flamethrower will kill the Fortress on the special side, and we take no further damage from a Flare Blitz, which will be very, very helpful if we can pull that off, if it comes. So that's our set there for our Flareon. And then finally, we are bringing our Yellowhead, the Yuxi, who is our kind of defensive all-round wall with leftovers and its only ability of Levitate. And we are bringing Stealth Rock, Heal Bell, U-Turn, and Knockoff. And we will be running 252 in attack, 126 in both defense and special defense. And we are going to be running a Adamant Nature. So the idea of this one is going to be an all-round wall, so we can take hits fairly well as long as they're not super effective hits. And with the full invested attack, Knockoff and U-Turn will do a severe amount of damage to anything that will come in except for resisted hits. And U-Turn is for that priority there. But mainly Yuxi is going to be our Stealth Rock setter and our kind of healer to heal up our team if any status gets applied, which I think with Whimsicott might be a toxic from Whimsicott with it being within having the Prankster ability. So I could either see Leech Seed or Toxic coming on that Whimsicott to kind of stall our team out on the status side. And just in case, Entei has Will-O-Wisp as well, and that's, or even the Manectric with a T-Wave. So we'll see what happens. So that's our team. So I hope this week we can get a win. We are 3 losses to none currently. So last week's match was a close match, but I got outdone by a dragon dance. But hopefully this week, if I play right, I should be able to pick up a win. So let's see if we can. And I will see you guys in the match. Alright, let me just check my team is actually to the right levels. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Yep. Right. No. Hang on. Better change one thing. I better change it because I don't... Ah, no, it's fine. I'm not going in Mega Evolved. Cool. Alright. What's good, YouTube? Daniel here, and we are back for another week of the AABL, which is the aDrive Army Battle League. We are now in week 4, and we're still down 3 losses to 0 wins. Our opponents this week, if you do show some love to them, their Twitter link will be in the description below. It is Ohspastic, who is Kevin. He is the coach of the Big Island Volcanians. So we are ready here to send him a battle request. So hoping we can pull out a W. Let's see what happens. So we just sent our opponent a request. So we're just going to wait on him to accept, and we'll get into this battle. So let's just wait on him. No, need to change the format. Better make sure it's the right format first, or else it's going to go in kind of wrong. Alright, should be where's custom? There we go. Let's do it that way. Hoping this should work now. So we're ready. Right, so he has brought Miltank, Suicune, Gengar, Whimsicott, Entei, and Fortress. So this might actually be a good matchup. This might actually fare quite well for us. Okay, I like our odds for this. I actually do. I think my odds might be quite good on this. I don't know why, I've got a good feeling about this. And what he's brought, it should be good. Only thing is, if I lead my Flareon, I can take out Fortress, Whimsicott, or Gengar. Suicune, I have Thunderous. If I lead Thunderous, anything I send in is going to get paralyzed. So I could paralyze anything that comes in if I send in Thunderous. But I could also send in Metagross and get Rocks up, which would only be effective for Entei. Okay. It didn't bring half of what I expected, but I expected Entei to come. Fortress because it is rapid. Gengar and Suicune, definitely. Then it was just the other ones that I was a bit thinged on. But if we play right, we should be good to go. So whoops guys, I just need to hang on. Sorry guys, I just changed everything around. Right. Lead. So again, do we go Metagross lead? Do we go Thunderous and get a Paralyze? Get a Paralyze, that'd be good on anything actually. At least if I go Thunderous, T-Wave, and depends on what's in, I can Sludge Wave or Thunderbolt anything. Or Ice would be good. Huh. Okay. Let's do that. Let's go with Thunderous. Because Thunderous seems to be kind of less effective, but not really. Let's lead with our Thunderous. Then we can paralyze anything that comes in because he can't resist it. And he's got because he didn't bring Manectric or Garchomp. So anything's going to get paralyzed no matter what. Because even if I get outsped by Whimsicott or anything good in Scarf. Right, in comes the Fortress. So he wants to get his rocks up. So that's the idea he's now got here. So if I just go with a straight Thunderbolt, then I'm going to do some damage. I might as well, I've got nothing to lose. So I've got nothing to lose on just going for a straight Thunderbolt. Because its special defense isn't great. So yeah. So we Volt switched. So what's he gonna go into then? Entei's coming in. So is it worth? Right, I've got a feeling he's gonna probably. Right, would he? If he's gonna use a fire move. Right, I think he outspeeds me, so I'm gonna paralyze the Entei. Right, he's E-speeded, that's fine. Paralyze the Entei. So he has to so that's forcing him to E-speed again. He has to E-speed. Yeah. If I knew he was going to E-speed, I should have switched. That was my chance of switching. But hang on. Now that I've lost Thunderous, can I still take out that? I should have switched. I knew I should have switched, but I didn't switch. Why didn't I switch, Daniel? Why didn't I switch? That was my mistake, because I knew he had to E-speed. He had to. Right. That might have just thingied me now. Right, I've got to think. If he's got Sacred... No. He might try and E-speed me because he's got to. Right, I think if he's expecting an Earthquake, he might switch and go into Gengar. If he does, if he makes the play, I'm getting a free Sword Dance up. Which means then I tie speed with Gengar. So he's got to stay in or he's got to switch. But yeah, there's this, there's a switch to Fortress. Okay. So there's a switch into Fortress. And we've got the percentages hat, which is what, 43%? So anything, so basically, I'm gonna take him out, basically. But he has a chance to live. No, hang on. No, he doesn't. He don't live anything. There's the Whimsicott. He's now going to try and force me to switch. So I think I know what he's going to try and do now. Right, not even a Moonblast takes me out. So this all depends on rolls now. If I switch to Flareon, he's going to go into Suicune. That's a guarantee. So he's got his Prankster. So that all depends now on Prankster. What's he going to try and do? Why have I got a feeling he's going to try and go for a Spore? Because Whimsicott gets Spore. So if Prankster Spore, he actually gets me first, which puts me in a bad position. Whimsicott gets Spore. I think that's its only move it can get. Yeah, it can get Spore. So, right. I've got a feeling Spore's definitely coming. So that means I've got to make the switch. There's the Stun Spore. I knew somewhat were coming. Right. So I've got this Stun Spore. So he misses the Stun Spore, so I should have actually stayed in. That would have been a bit better. I would kind of be in a slightly better position. But I'm fine how I am with what I've got. So with Florges, what can I do to a Whimsicott? Alright. I can do a fair bit. So I might as well. I've got nothing to lose. There's a Tailwind. So he's trying to set up on me now. There's the U-turn. And now he's going to go to Gengar, which I should have predicted. And I should have gone Psychic. Miltank. Okay. I wasn't expecting the Miltank. But now it all depends on what. Right. What did my Moonblast do? My Moonblast did 48%. Which means he's not fully invested in special defense. So, my Moonblast did 48.7. Is that a min roll though, or a high roll? That's the question. So I've got to go Moonblast again, because HP Fighting won't take it out. So I've got to go Moonblast again. Says the Heal Bell, so he's got rid of the Sleep. Right, so it was a partial roll then. Okay. So Miltank's out of the picture. Now here comes the Entei. I've got a feeling the Entei is going to use something like Sacred Fire. Which, if it does, I think that destroys me. Yes, it does. But if he has his speed up to 167, does that mean he's running? Right, he's running some form of speed nature then. So he's got to be running like Jolly, Timid or something, but he won't be running Timid. I don't think. He's got to be running like Hasty, Jolly or something like that. So he's actually speed invested, not attack invested. So, I could take a hit and try and live, but is it worth it? That's the question. I don't think it is. So if he's going to go to something like Sacred Fire, if I switch Flareon, will he predict the switch? So if he goes Stone Edge, I lose Flareon. Bulldoze. Okay. So he might not be running what I thought then. Right, let's go back out into Bulldoze again. So is that his plan then? Or does he have Sacred Fire? There's the Iron Head. Right, there we go. What did that do? 23%. He's special defensive. No questions, he's special defensive. And I'm now going to lose, yeah, there we go. There goes my Florges. Now, one question is, no, it's not worth it. What does an E-Speed do to my Mega Gallade? E-Speed does up to 69%. And Close Combat wrecks him as well. And so does Knockoff. So if he's expecting an Earthquake, I go, hang on. No, I've got to. I've got to go. No, I've got to go Earthquake. No, I've got to. I've got to make the play. Or if not, he kills me. But will he go Extreme Speed? If he doesn't go Extreme Speed and stays in, he dies. That's it. No questions. But if he switches to Gengar and expecting an Earthquake, he, I think. No, I've got to. I've got to take the move. I've got to. Yes. Get rid of Vente. Thank you. He actually stayed in. Okay. Here's the Gengar, right. We actually speed tie. So, this all now depends on who gets the speed. Who gets to attack first. It's either him with Shadow Ball or me with Knockoff. Someone is gonna die. That is no question. Dazzling Gleam? Why not Shadow Ball, mate? I wasn't gonna switch. It was speed time. He just made an error. So, in comes the Suicune. But now all depends on what form of Suicune is it. Is it a Crocoon or what? I don't know. If he's physically defensive, what can I do to him? Max I can do is 46% if he's special, if he's thinged. But a Scald, I'm at what? 32%, but if he's special... That now this all depends now. Hang on, he's speed invested. Right, he's got... Right, okay. I've got a feeling he's not physically defensive. He has speed. You wouldn't have speed with defense, you'd have speed and special attack. So, if he's not physically defensive, I can get a great amount of damage off. But I lose Mega Gallade in the process. Which wouldn't be too bad, because then I can bring in Metagross. Which then could finish off the battle. There we go. Yeah, I was correct in what he had. That's fine. He's special, so he's special attack. Okay, that's fine. So, just by a thing. So we've lost Mega Gallade. What does a Flareon? What can a Flareon do to him? Just out of curiosity. So if I'm saying he's leftovers. And he's special attack invested, and he's speed invested. That's his thing. He's got Ice Beam, he's shown that. And he has to be jolly. Yeah, he's got to be jolly or something, he's speed invested. He's at 59% health. My Weavile can't do much to him. No, my Flareon can't. What can my Weavile do? So if I know now what he is, if my hunch is correct from the damage I did with my Mega Gallade before it went down, I should at 59%. Fake Out Knockoff takes out Suicune. Why not? Fake Out. Fake Out does 13 to 17% damage. Takes him down to 42. Leftovers takes him up to 53. Knockoff has a chance to take him out. Takes him down to 11. Uses Rest. Okay. You want to do that? That's fine by me. I'll do this. Raw! Ah, okay. Raw again. Thank you. So what does Metagross do to him then? So, let me redo stats again. So I now know what he's got. Hang on. So he doesn't have Skull, he has Ice Beam. So that's his set. Ice Beam, Rest, Sleep Talk and Raw. And with how I'm invested with Metagross, I'm not actually physically invested. I actually special invested. So, with that, what can I do to him? With my setup? I don't think I can do a right lot, but I should be in a good position to finish his team off. It's something, but it's not a lot. He's gonna rest again. Damn, I didn't do that to plan. That didn't go to plan. I did it late. I did it turn too late. Let's try again. I did that turn too late. He's gonna go. I resisted, but I don't. I should have had leftovers probably. He's gonna wake up and he's gonna use rest again. This is the problem now. Oh my god. Ah. Only if I had... Oh my... This is such a pain. I can't do it. How many... What's the maximum amount of PP rest can have? I can't outstall him. I shouldn't... I needed Loxus. I can't outstall him. I cannot outstall him. Come on. Come on. I can't do it. This is game. Let Psyshock out. He's too defensive. This is why I needed. And rest again. Oh god, I can't outstall his rest. Come on, the win is right there. You've got to be kidding me, right? I don't know how many PP rest is. Wow. What's the PP of rest? Didn't even tell me. It has 10 PP. got to be out of rest. And with my life orb and Weavile, I'm gonna drop. 9 left out of 16. Come on, man. Pray for flinch. Pray for flinch. What's he on? 25. Thank you! Oh my god! Thank you! Finally! Yes! Yes! We get a win! Yes! First victory! Oh! Wow! Oh my god! First victory! I had Flareon left. Wow! That was a very close match. Damn, that was good. Wow, that was a brilliant match. Well, I have to give credit to my opponent, Kevin. That was a very well played match. That Suicune, it was a raw coon. That was, oh my god. Thank god the flinch. The flinches. The flinches were real. Oh. The flinch is saved, man. So, if you have enjoyed this episode, that wraps up the episode for this week's match. Our first victory. Thank you. Thanks, Weavile, for the flinch there. So, be sure to show some love to my opponent on his Twitter, and be sure to check out my other previous league matches, and also check out my other content as well. Links will be in the description as usual, guys. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next AABL match next week.